Facing off against the Blue Jays in the first game of a three-game series. So we're going to talk about the lineup today in the pregame. So first thing, I wanted to just read off the players, get it going. So we got Grossman, Scope, Candy, Miguel, Haas, Daz, Willie, Short, Hill. So I do want to make some key adjustments that I would have right now. We're going to do that. So I would much rather see Harold Castro over Zach Short. I know as we look at the Blue Jays lineup here, they have a lefty pitcher in Steven Matz. So I do realize we'll be facing a lefty. So for Harold Castro to be batting, it's like a little bit of a disadvantage. But like I said in my last review on Harold, he should be playing every single day, no matter left or right pitcher. If we look at Steven Matz, he's not necessarily like a stellar pitcher. This is the guy Miggy hit his 500th homer on, 4.28 career ERA, 6 years with the Mets. Really bad, honestly. If I drafted this guy and got this kind of production out of him for 6 years, I would be disappointed. But really good year so far with the Blue Jays. But we we got to him in his last start. If we take a look here at his game logs, 2021, and then we can see how we hit him last game. Detroit. Okay, there it is. He went 6 innings and we got one earned. Oh yes, he pitched well against us. I totally forgot. Miggy was the only one that burned him. That was that crazy game where they had the error with Simeon. So that was honestly a good game he pitched. So this is gonna be a tough one. We did not seem to be able to hit him last game, considering 5 hits, but just one run across the board. So today's gonna be interesting. We'll probably go back and look at our lineup for that game actually while I'm there, so I can see if it's similar to today's lineup. Okay, so we were running Derek Hill lead off, so that's different. We were having Garneau catch, so we have Haas now. Short was still playing, Daz was playing, Miggy, Grossman. So yeah, everyone else is the same, except for we have Haas now, and we have a different catcher. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything. Derek Hill's not batting lead off either. We got Grossman up there. Derek Hill, I like Derek Hill batting lower in the lineup. Brings something that we don't have lower in the lineup usually, and that's a good contact bat, because that's usually where Zach Short and Willie are at, and they're usually instant outs. So it's nice to have a guy like Derek down there that could definitely produce base running or a single, something with contact. So let's look at the Blue Jays lineup. Bichette, Simeon, Guerrero, Hernandez, Dickerson, Gurriel, Palacios, Smith, and McGuire. I do like to see McGuire catching. He's not a great catcher. I think it'll be 3 easy, even 4 easy outs if they go around all the way 4 times. That'll be 4 easy outs. Kevin Smith is a really great defender. I believe it's Kevin Smith. I know. I just saw him in the series against us. He was snagging everything over there at third. A guy to look for, obviously, Vlad. If I had to pick someone that was going to have a big game today, I'm going to go Kevin Smith. I think he's going to have 2 for 4, I would say, and a lot of great defense, so that's a player to watch out. Let's hope we can shut that down, though. I think that'll be a big key in us winning, is shutting him down. Obviously, we have to shut down Vlad and Simeon and Bichette, but that was already a given if we were looking for the win. So with our lineup, some players I wanted to point out that I think we're going to have a great game today. I think Haas is going to hit a home run. That'll be my bold prediction for today. A solo homer, in my opinion, a deep center, so it's a little bit specific prediction, but that's what we'll go with. Zach Short, I feel, is going to have a really rough game, maybe 1 hit, definitely two or more strikeouts. That's a given every time he plays. I think Candy is going to have a great game, too. I think he'll be a big factor in today's game because he swung the bat really well in the last game of the Cardinals series, and he didn't get anything to show for it. So today, that he's going to get something to show for it. Harold Castro should be over Zach or Willie Castro, and that I know Willie's a switch hitter, but in no way should he ever be batting over Harold. Definitely need that to get switched, or Zach Short. If you're gonna play one of them, you can't play the other. You definitely can't have both of them in the infield. Not only are they a liability turning double plays, because Willie Castro is one of the worst turns at second base to throw to first. If the guy that hits the ground ball has any speed, he's making it. So it's just he's not a great second baseman. In my opinion, if we were to use Willie, I'd say we need to create him into a power bat and even maybe just a great designated hitter because he can't play anywhere. He's not a good shortstop. He's not a good outfielder. He's not a good second baseman. So if we're gonna be using Willie Castro for his bat, we gotta create him into a more pop hitter, more contact, so that we can actually use him at the DH when Miguel leaves. So speaking of Miguel, there was a report that came out when he went on ESPN that he is officially retiring after not next season but the season after that, so 2 more years. That's awful. We need to win a ring with Miguel before those 2 years are up. So we have to go all out this off season, 100%. Make sure we get to see Miguel lifted up in the English D, 100%. We're going to be looking to see that pretty soon. But alright, anyway, the last thing I wanted to point out today was Scope. I think Scope is going to have a big defensive game. I feel with Matt Manning on the mound, it's going to be a lot of ground balls. So the first base is going to have to be turning double plays, possibly. A lot of action at first place, a lot of good scoops. So look out for Scope out there. And I look out for his bat, of course. He's always a great at-bat. So those are my predictions for today's game. I think Matt Manning's going to go 5 innings. I think he's going to have about 90 to 100 pitches and 2 earned runs, 6 to 7 hits, 3 strikeouts. So let's hope that's an accurate prediction. And we will come back after the game and look at all this stuff and see if I was right or on any of my predictions. Leave some comments. And we'll look at your predictions and we can see if you were right as well. See you later after the game.